That's me talking about brush pens. See, this number 2 tip. This is not. I have not been using this pen that much. I mean, I've probably got a few weeks out of it. I don't know how long they're supposed to last, you know, if I'm just really killing them the way that I press, which is possible. But yeah, it is not lasting anywhere near as long as I'd like it to. So because Mask is underwater, I'm doing some kind of underwater bubbles blowing through the jets, or the underwater jets of his jet ski device, and some of that I'm basing on some Thunderball art from the James Bond movie that the writer of the web strip, Kane Gilmore, provided for me and given me some bubbles and some of the art, poster art. Who's I forget the artist's name, but one of those great movie poster illustrators of the '60s. So all that kind of gives me inspiration for doing some of this, and also allows me to copy certain ideas just to get things done fast on some of these projects like this. I really enjoy hatching, and, hatching especially some cross hatching now. When I started off, I was doing a lot of stipple because I was really inspired by um, not Vargas, but I can't think of his name right now. But yeah, certain '30s pulp illustrators and so on. Some guys who did posters and movie posters. Oh, we've got a floater. Got a floater in our water. Oh no. Just floating in the water. What float the gov? Oh well. Mmm. It's good. Glad I got some protein out of my water. Now, I keep looking at this tank on his back going, it needs some shading, but to kind of make it stand out from the texture and shade, or black if you will, of Mr. Mask's costume, I'm using some cross hatching instead to help differentiate it. And then I'm going to draw some happy little trees. Happy little trees. I'm pretty happy with how the mask turned out. He looks suitably cool and creepy. That makes me happy. I'm filling in some details on his, like his military belt and so on, that I realized I had missed. I love doing textures and things like that. Really kind of make everything have its own style or stand out or make it look like I put some work into things. I'm really pressing with this number 2 right now just to get anything out of it, but at the same time, you know, if it's not getting a clean line, that's right about the time that I finally pitch it. Hmm. Hey, Puck, are you on? If you're on, I need a reminder as to how to save something on the bot. So I tried to edit one of my presets on the bot, and obviously it's not saving or not working. Oops. Like, why am I not cool at all? Because the fan isn't pointing at me? Or, my name is Doc. I live in a round room and I pee in the corner. My favorite color is clear. My second favorite color is aluminum. I don't know what that means. Use my French curve. Let me get my look here on my non-organic devices. Y'all. I sketched it out basically first, and then usually I can find something pretty close on the French curve that helps me finish it up in inks. And that makes me happy. I get a nice clean line. Presumably. Puck is not functioning well. I don't know what that means. Like my feed is not functioning well, or you are not feeling well, or what? Wait, come into the light. There he is. He's in the light. Okay, I'm going back into the darkness now. So, am I not working? Is my feed not working well, Puck, or are you just not feeling? It's not a personal question, mind you. It's just trying to figure out what you mean. I mean, it can be a personal question if you want it to be. Ah, Puck's brain is not working well today. My apologies for the state of your brain. I don't know. Puck, tell me what the French brain is. Like, you're having that moment where all of a sudden, for whatever reason, you're upset. Is that what you're trying to say? You're having one of those moments where you're so upset it's just coming out in French instead of English, and you don't even realize it. See, moments like this, I thought I could do it just fine without any sort of French curve or template. I was wrong, and I should have used a tool to do my inking properly. And I didn't. And now I'm looking at it going, I should have taken the time. Maybe it just needs thicker lines. Wow. You might want to tell somebody about that. I don't think it's ever. It might just be worth it just for the novelty of it. I mean, you know, it's not every day that you get to tell whoever's prescribing things to you that because of it, your brain is working in French. That's worth it for the novelty, man. Jesus, I hope you publish a memoir someday. I swear. For that matter, just write it, and maybe I can talk Kane into publishing it. Because I think I already say it's gold. Probably not like Tucker Max gold, but you know what is. I don't know. Am I the only one who thinks this looks like some sort of, like I said, like kiddie ride from the 1950s, mixed with like a duck? He's riding Howard the Duck. You guys, you crack me up. So, as I seem to have a number of people on at the moment, I will remind everyone that my name's Doc. I'm currently working on Warbirds of Mars, my webcomic, which is set in the 1940s, and currently working on Mr. Mask escaping underwater on his bathtub toy with a lawnmower engine attached to it that looks like a duck, which is supposed to look like a 1930s, 1940s underwater jet ski, but you know, sometimes it comes off better in our heads. But you know, if you shade the hell out of it, it really doesn't matter, right? It's just gonna look cool, right? Right? Anyone? No? Okay. I agree with Jen. Speaking French. Don't deny your instincts, Puck. I think I'm gonna do a big old use of the brush pen for the underside of my underwater jet ski Briggs and Stratton duck. Yeah, that improves things. Now we're gonna add some happy little trees. No, we're not. No trees. Sorry, no happy trees. Add some streaks of texturizing to give it kind of that metal look, like not metal, but metal look. I mean, you know, it can look kind of metal too, I guess. But this predates metal. We're still we're still in the blues era. That helps it. Now it doesn't look as goofy now, hopefully. Yeah, but you can't hear him, Jen. He's typing it out. Ooh, I like that. You ever have those moments where you're like, you just kind of try things and it ends up not sucking? It's always a plus. I don't know. Just a little something. Just a little something, something. Make it look, you know, cool. I know. I won't ever do that again. Don't even comment on that. Any of you. No one. No one say anything. Ooh. Huck, what did you just say about my cervix? I don't know what that means. Leave my cervix out of this. Yeah, that's a mistake, but that's all right. We can just be motion lines because he's moving underwater, right? Just you're all with me on this, right? We're all on board. All right. I feel pretty good about Mr. Mask and underwater his underwater jet ski, Briggs and Stratton with the water pistol on the front from the state fair. I feel pretty good about that now. And we're gonna start to move on and pencil some of the rest of this particular page or this particular panel. Using my kneading eraser, which any of you that are artists know exactly what this already is and why I would use it. Mostly because it's easy to waste time with it. Thank you, baby. I appreciate it. I'm just going to do a little bit more. Because I don't know when to quit. All right. Cool. Got his air tank going. Oh, yeah. That's right. One day. Add some bubbles to that. So from my initial, this is my initial sketch for this particular page, which is mostly rough pencils and so on that I based my reference photos on, and then get to the real drawing. And I transferred on to the page by blowing it up in Photoshop and printing it out on a big 11 by 17 printer so that I could transfer it onto my 11 by 14 board. And I lost my pen cap. Oh my god. Okay, I'm back. So, now that me and my pen cap are back, look at my original sketch and see how I have a bunch of crazy bubbles going on because he's supposed to be underwater, escaping on his underwater jet ski with a water pistol on the front. I'm going to once again reference my James Bond scene and posters from writer Kane Gilmore, who writes warbirdsmars.com for me. Just take a look at that and get a little bit of inspiration and draw some bubbles. Because he is underwater and we need to draw bubbles. My problem with drawing bubbles is they're supposed to be at least somewhat circular. I want those edges to look like they make some sense and they're not just like totally floating it the way that I am right now. What they say about being able to draw a perfect circle? Well, I guess I don't have that problem. Okay. Put the pen down, Doc. Move on to pencils. Come on. Stop being such a perfectionist. Move on. Okay, so part of my idea here is to give him a nice water trail of bubbles and kind of current so that you can see that he's riding his underwater jet ski with the water pistol on top from the state fair with the lawnmower engine on it from the hole or like a port in the bottom of the sinking tramp steamer that they've just escaped from. Ah, Puck said his brain don't work well. Now I know. I still say it was about my cervix and that he's lying. I just need to stop attacking my womanhood, Puck. That's all there is to it. Why you gotta be so sexist? I get to draw funky little shapes and say it's art. Which reminds me, I have to redraw my kale or whatever the hell it is that I'm supposed to be drawing over here that infers somehow that this is underwater plant life that you somehow can see even though they're underwater at night because visual medium. And that includes my plants here that if I hadn't looked at my sketch again I would have forgot because by now my hand moving across the page has just completely erased my pencils. I just love drawing underwater things that I've never drawn before in my life. Okay, so we're going to make our little kind of underwater current to infer or otherwise communicate to the visual reader that he's zoomed out from the bottom of the boat. I think I still have a floater. Nope. No, I swallowed it. Yum. I just look at this and I just hear like it's a Jetsons cartoon in my head. It's all that's going on right now. Okay, so I feel pretty confident about that. I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna draw our Lady Doyle in her wetsuit, or we're going to try to, considering I kind of just sketched it and never bothered to find a good reference for it. Suppose I should have printed out some pictures of Domino from Thunderball swimming around. That would have made it fun, right? That would have been smart. But no. I said, hey, I'm an artist. I'll wing it. I can just draw, right? I can totally do this. Don't need you guys. Don't need any sort of reference material. Well, some people don't, but I do. But I am going to look at wetsuits again. All right. Here's my wetsuit people from the Thunderball. My movie posters from the Thunderballs. I said Thunderballs. Oh. We're going to correct our talking about myself as Queen Victoria. I'm going to correct my obvious mistake in my extremely rough sketch of Lady Doyle in her wetsuit, which, come to think of it, maybe I should have researched 1940s wetsuits. That might have been a thing. Oh well. I suppose they all have front zippers, huh? Just put a nice big front zipper on there. We'll do that. Oh, yeah, I didn't even think about the fact that, it's like, who said she has to be in a full wetsuit, right? Maybe she's in a one piece. I mean, if you're going to draw her underwater. Oh, wait, I should check my script. Perhaps perhaps Kane said that she has to be in. Kane, in his script for Warbirds of Mars, webcomic week 49, said triple wide shot. Bam, triple wide. Under the water, below the tilting bottom of the boat, a large hatch is open, and Doyle is swimming out of it in full scuba gear. Full scuba gear. Hey, Wade, are you on? Join us in the chat room, Wade. Her hat and coat long gone, so she's in full scuba gear. But that doesn't mean necessarily that she has a full wetsuit on, right? I mean, it just means she's got a scuba tank, she's got a mask, she's got a suit. But he didn't specify full wetsuit, so we're gonna make her sexy. Put on just a one piece, which, don't ask me, I have no idea if anything like that even existed in the 1940s, late 1940s. But who cares? It's diesel punk, right? We can make this up. Wade's picking on me in text, I think. I'm a webcam girl, he says. Say this in chat, Wade. Come on. Just come out and say it. Every time that I bring up anything else, it just refreshes my chat screen. Hang on. Okay, doesn't look like I missed anything. Alright, so she's in a one piece. Does that mean shoulders? Alright, let's now, we gotta give her a set of goggles and mask. I have no idea why I made her head so big or so tilted, but whatever. Well, Puck's still here. Well, that's a thing. He even said it in English. apparently drawing Lady Doyle with really like Popeye's forearms and the tiniest hands ever. Let's improve on that, shall we? Something about that looks like Homer Simpson, and I'm not sure what it is. We're gonna give her scuba tank, her diesel punk scuba tank to go with her diesel punk wetsuit. Find her hairline here. Give her some bubbles because apparently she's breathing underwater. Bubble thing for a scuba gear? Like, what do you mean bubble thing? Lady Doyle likes to swim like a frog or something. I don't know what's going on here. This might be my first time in my life that I've ever had to draw flippers. And by flippers, I mean the things on her feet and not a particular television dolphin. Is that television or just movies? Is there three? One? Or just two? Doesn't matter. It's Diesel Punk. It's Diesel Punk. I can do whatever I want. I can do anything steampunk can do, only better and more diesely. Diesely is a word. Totally running with it. Oh, Wade can't join us in chat, I don't think, because he's not on a computer. I bet. Are you not on a computer, Wade? Are you just on your? You're just texting me. Now I gotta try and make it look like I knew what I was doing when I drew her arm. You mean like a bubble thing for a scuba gear? I'm assuming, Jen, that you meant her tank. So I'm giving her a spear gun. They're still spearing Martians, underwater Martians, with their underwater escape. Hmm. Okay, I'm going to turn this a little bit so that you can kind of see what I'm doing, hopefully. Let's see. A right-handed spear gun. We'll do a James Bond spear gun because that's the only reference that I have currently at my disposal. Which looks decidedly also to me like one of those um, pattern guns for making Christmas cookies. Could be way off base on that one, but you know, that's what I'm feeling. Now remember, kids, when you're making a straight line, it is totally legit to use a ruler. In fact, it's kind of a necessity. We draw. I assume that this is the actual spear from the spear gun, and then I should just draw like a spear tip on it. I don't have much reference to go on here. Wow, I actually did that right. Looks like still pointed right at his heart. It providing, of course, that a Martian has a heart. Perhaps he has three. To go with his three fingers. Three fingers. Three fingers? Two fingers, one thumb? Martians have opposable thumbs and two fingers. Yes, I'm making this up as I go. Oh, a helmet thing instead of a mask. Okay, I'm gonna go with Wade's input on that one. Helmet thing's okay. So just Wade, we think just a face mask, like a general oxygen intake and set of goggles, and we're good. I hope. Definitely want to make sure that you can tell that she's the same character. So we're going to give her long hair, but obviously she's not wearing her fedora underwater because that would just be weird. Wait, wait, Diesel Punk. It wouldn't be that weird. Everything is explained away by the term Diesel Punk. You just don't understand the genre. He looks like Stormtrooper. Checking things out. Martians are almost Simpsons, one finger short. I love it. They are. They're green instead of yellow. So they're like, what are the name of the aliens on The Simpsons? I always forget. It is true what they say. Men are from Omicron City 1. Women are from Omicron City 2. What do I got? I got the number 3. Okay, we're back to inking because ADHD or something. No, wait. Attention deficit disorder. I don't know. Either way, I wanted to move on to inking again because I was getting bored of penciling badly. I'd rather ink somewhat well or somewhat badly, whatever works. But I'd rather ink. I'm going to ink my fake little bubbles coming out of my made-up Briggs and Stratton underwater duck toy slash jet ski thing that Mr. Mask is riding out on with its water gun on the front that you use to blow up balloons by shooting at the face of a clown at the state fair. My description of this device that he's riding out on as they escape is becoming longer and longer and more ridiculous. I love it. So anyway, back to drawing bubbles. Stay within the lines. The lines are your friends. As I'm drawing this, you can actually hear the bloop bloop of underwater, right? I mean, this is what I'm in front of. This is what you guys are getting, right? Okay, maybe Puck's right, and maybe I reduce how often my bot tells you to become my patron. It's doing it at least until I get more people online at the same time. Bubbles, little bubbles. Something so special about drawing little bubbles. Don't know what it is. Mostly it's just the way that I'm babbling. was that? What was that, Doc? That's not even a circle. There was edges there. Be careful. Jeez. So as I said before, I'm drawing my little underwater um, current, if you will, of his escape from the boat. Alright, I'm going to use my double F5 pen and look back at my reference material again and see if I can't draw at least something to give you an idea that she's wearing an underwater set of goggles. And that it almost looks like I drew it properly in the first friggin' place. But I really don't have a very good picture of what that's supposed to look like. So we're just going to flood it as well as we can. Totally going to flood it. But then we're going to give her a jawline and draw her ear so that you're like, oh, frame of reference. I know what I'm looking at. That's her face. And she's wearing an underwater mask. Now I get it, Doc. You're such a great artist. How'd you do that? Well, I don't want to give away all my secrets online. At least not all at once. But I'll tell you anyway. It's an awful lot of black ink to cover up all my little flubs and mistakes. Wait, I didn't really want to say that out loud. Oops. There's something about drawing hair underwater that is something I've never really tried before. Or if I have, it's been so long I forgot how to do it. We're gonna give her. I've decided it's a one-piece suit with a big old zipper. Yes. Hang on, wait.
Wait. Sorry.
No, that's wrong.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Okay. Oh yeah, those are cool, but that's
okay. That's the bubble thingy.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
That I'm talking about. So whatever, but here.
Okay, thank you.
I know I hate doing this on the thing, and that's why I'm standing over here so nobody can see me.
Well, I get it, but there's nothing.
But you're like diesel punk, so
Yeah.
you can do whatever you want. But,
yeah, and there's nothing sexy about that. But I mean, it's cool. And it's
well,
fun.
if she wears a bikini under it.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
Nothing.
This is more.
He's on camera.
This is more Victoria. I mean, they still will be using this later, I think, but this is kind of more a Victorian look.
Okay, I'm sorry to do this on your.
No, not at all. Not at all. All right.
But I couldn't figure.
My mask is awful.
I couldn't figure out how to send it to you.
That's all right. I wouldn't have been able to get it for short. Hang on. Maybe you can have this for now.
No, but it's like, why am I chatting with you when I could yell downstairs? This is what girlfriends do.
Thank you. You're real girlfriends do.
This is what real girlfriends do.
Does she need a snorkel? Is she supposed to have a snorkel too? Do you snorkel even when you have a scuba tank?
Yes, because when you go back up. Right?
I don't know.
It sounds good.
Right. I'm just going to add like a little tube here and make it infer that maybe she has one with her.
We're making inferences now?
What's that?
We're making inferences now?
Inferences?
We're inferring.
Yes, we're inferring the crap out of things. That's exactly what we're doing. I love this. What is this? This is like 1970s.
Just the 70s.
Yeah, like, hey, that guy who's helping me into my scuba gear is really kind of cute, even though he looks like he's dressed to go into Alaska. I don't know what's going on there.
No, I liked this one.
I like it. You can email it to me, but yeah, I'm obviously not using that at this point. But thank you.
You're welcome.
The rest of it's helpful. I mean, it helped me with my crappy little scuba mask I was drawing here.
Oh, look at this. That's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
And his shorts are kind of sexy.
His shirt. Is he? Yeah.
For a second there, I thought he was.
I think he's got a wetsuit.
No, he doesn't. Look at those legs.
No? All right.
For a second there, I thought he was going in the buff, but then I said, oh, he's got Speedo on.
I don't know. I think it's a little too late for that, but maybe I'll just add side things on. Doesn't really matter.
Her hair looks awesome.
Hey, thanks. That's a huge tank, man. That is a huge tank.
Well, but that's what they had to do back then. Right?
I guess so. Wade says he can't bring the antique helmets in the water. Why? Because they're antiques?
Is that Wade?
Yeah.
Hi, Wade. Hopefully not. You can't see me, right? You can't see me.
You can't even see me because I haven't got my settings set right. I have to move all the way up here. And then you're like, hey, how's it going?
Well, I don't have makeup on, so.
Neither do I. For the record, I don't have makeup on. Oh. Okay. Wow, that tank is huge. Right. So that's okay. No, it's not covering her ear. Yeah, I'm doing okay though.
Okay.
That helps. I wish I.
That's what I'm here for. I'll do your research.
Thank you. Yeah, that's wow. All right, I mean,
No, but you said it's diesel punk.
Right.
So
yeah, so I can do anything. It's diesel punk.
You can do whatever you want.
Watch the cord.
Okay.
Thank you, babe. That works.
Love you.
Love you.
Great.
That helps.
Bye. Bye, Wade.
Wade says hello.
Well, I just told him bye. So.
Oh, well, that's the problem with lag.
I can chat with him later on this thing.
So yeah, I'm decking her out in in a Raquel Welch onesie, which it's decent fun. Giving her tons of hip here, like it's way cut up high, as if that would have happened in the 1940s. What's up, Spot? Want to be on TV? What's up? Can't even see him because he's a black cat. Way too dark. Oh. Okay, go away. Gratuitous cat moment. That was my gratuitous pussy shot. So, yeah, I'm trying to draw Lady Doyle underwater in her not period appropriate wetsuit. Because it's diesel punk. Hi, buddy. What's going on? How you doing? I give you love. You good boy. What? You need out? Here. Come on. You want out? Go ahead. You go. No? You don't care? You can stay here. I don't care either. Jen says hi. Hey, Jen, you left your cat. I mean, yeah, he's my cat too, but still, he's in here. Hi, buddy. What's going on? What's going on? Alright. Get to this pussy. Jen thinks it's a 30-second delay. I guess that makes more sense. I have no idea how many fingers I just drew on here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Good news. It is the correct amount. How do we 40s this up a little? There's no sense of grace whatsoever to how I've drawn this girl swimming underwater. Which is exactly what I get for not having properly referenced it, but that's alright. At least, A, I have reference for flippers, and B, thanks to Jen, I had a reference for scuba gear. Rough scuba gear. Because diesel punk. You want out? You want out? Here. There you go. 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 Just let the cat out of the bag. And by the bag, I mean my studio. Now I'm making an attempt at drawing sexy legs. Underwater. In the dark. I have no idea what any of that has to do with the fact that is my excuse for not drawing sexy legs. But there it is. It's not too bad. Wow. So, hang on. I don't know. I don't know how many real people are on, but according to my system, it says I've got 5 people on right now. So, hang on. I really need to get some sort of thing that says who's logged on or whatever. I guess that's what Puck often does for me, but Puck's thinking in French today, so. Anyway, I'm still drawing crappy flippers. Flippers with probably too many. There's probably like some underwater nut right now, or eventually he's gonna look at my webcomic and go, why does her flippers have her flippers? Why does her flippers? Why does Doc have such terrible grammar? Why do her flippers have the incorrect number of ridges for her flipperdom? And my answer would be diesel punk. Diesel punk. I can do whatever I want. It's my genre that I didn't create, but am creating it within. And I can do whatever I want. Alright. So at this point, start to erase a little bit of our pencil lines to reveal how good or bad our actual um, ink lines are looking. And I can make a clean spot on my paper because I'm smearing pencil all over the place. It's not looking too bad. We're rocking out. Wade thinks that it's likely that there are 10 eyes looking at me right now, or at the very least, logged on. Like, I think Puck is kind of like tuned into the channel and currently staring at a Canadian flag and thinking in French. As he waves his hand in front of his face and says, "The colors, man, the colors." I'm going to go ahead and assume that I should use a ruler on my crappy little scuba tank that I've drawn on Lady Doyle here to improve it. That's better. Now it looks like a metal device and not just a piece of crap that I drew. That number 3 pen, he's not looking much better than the number 2. We're going to switch to number 1. All right. So here's what's coming along so far. Wade wanted a little bit of extra look at it, and bam. Here's how it's coming along. Seen some guys on here on Twitch. Got like one cam on them and a second cam like right on the art. I think that's really cool. I have no idea if that's something I could do or if my computer could even handle it. In the meantime, I can try and bring it in closer. Because I was smart enough to already attach a rubber band to my camera. Oh my god, Doc, you're totally making me dizzy. What are you doing? Alright, is that any better? Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it so far. I use an awful lot of black fills, or spot blacks as they call them in the industry, spot inks. Awful lot of brush pen. Oh, the brush pen. Look, gaze upon it and wonder, children. Wonder why the hell he's putting it up so close to the camera. I think I made her arm too long there, though. Let's work on that. She's got like Stretch Armstrong going on or something. Mr. Incredible. Any other comic book references I can make? Or Adventure Brothers, for that matter. I gotta draw a dead guy floating on the water up here too. This is supposed to be. Oh, I gave him 3 fingers, so it's supposed to be a dead Martian. I'm just gonna do a silhouette of a dead Martian floating face down in the top of the water above everybody. Would that be the 3rd leg, Wade? That is longer than the others. One of the beautiful things about having taken several years of life drawing class is learning how to sketch things. We're just kind of continuously moving the pencil in kind of sort of circles because, hey, it's an organic item. And organic just means circles. That's a thing. Yeah, that. There we go. I actually don't feel too terrible about that. Draw on my floater. And I'm not still talking about whatever it was in my water glass. I'm actually talking about my dead Martian who's face down floating in the water. Dead Martians aren't much fun. Oh, my bad. I thought Wade had 3 legs. Wait a minute. Oh, he's floating face down into knee. He's kind of got that werewolf standing on hind legs thing going on. With 3 toes. That look right? So, knee, ankle, or whatever it is you call that. What do you call that on a dog's leg? Forget it. We gotta do blood, right? I mean, there's blood in the water. This is dead. Shark bait, man. You should come down here and chum some of this shit. Alright, my dead guy's done. If Martians float, they're getting fiber. Or is that what we're not talking about anymore? Oh wait, if mine float. Alright, well. That's true. Just every time it makes me think of Caddyshack. Duty! I'm gonna look at my reference again from Thunderball. Take a look at Sean Connery's arm holding a spear gun. But I'm not completely winging it, just mostly winging it. 1, 2, and 3. With his what do you call that thing? That like press gun for making Christmas cookies. So that's what he's got. He's got one of those guns for making Christmas cookies. It's supposed to be a spear gun, but it just looks to me like she's making Christmas cookies. And maybe that's it. Maybe she doesn't even want to kill Martians anymore. She just wants to make Christmas cookies. That's what's important. She wants to spread love and escape Martian death camps. How are we doing picture-wise? Can you kind of see things? I don't even know. If I got a lot of, and another thing is, I have no idea. I can't tell if there's a lot of lag or if it's streaming fairly well. So let me know. Let me know how it's looking. It sounds like, I think from upstairs, I think Jen is watching American Horror Story. It's a guess on my part. Gonna go back to the 005 so that we can draw her tiny little hand underwater with her tiny little spear gun with which Lady Doyle makes her Christmas cookies. You'd think by now I'd feel fairly confident in drawing weaponry in hands. Drawing hands, many artists will tell you, is like one of the toughest things. I feel pretty confident about drawing hands after all these years. Drawing guns in hands, on the other hand, he's getting a little repetitious, isn't he? Not always easy. Kind of easy, but not always easy. I don't know what that means. It just sounds good on camera. No, it doesn't, Doc. You sound terrible. Shut up, shut up. Okay, so moving it closer is was a good thing. Thank you, Wade. I appreciate that. That helps. Yeah, I think I'm gonna need one of those things on the bot for anytime somebody joins, so that I can do like some of the guys I've seen on here and announce it with a fanfare of I don't know, sound effects and other such things. You have you have a new watcher. Dun, 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 dun. For some reason, Sousa plays. She didn't turn out bad. Totally reminds me of Raquel Welch. I think I'm thinking, what's that movie where they go inside of the dude? Wade, help me out with this one. Raquel Welch. I think Donald Pleasance is in it. And they journey into their patient, like the original Inner Space. She's wearing like this totally hot one piece. Oh, thanks. Hey, you like that? Yeah. Get some good back of the neck action, Doc. All right, so we're gonna ink our dead Martian guy up at the top, and because he's just gonna be a black silhouette, we're just gonna do it real roughly with a. Gonna do it rough with our number 3 pen here. Sorry if I turned you all on just by saying do it rough, but them's the Briggs kids. This is what you get by watching me. Lots of sexual innuendo. Maybe his arm's huge. I don't know what's going on there. It's called foreshortening. Diesel punk. That's my excuse for everything. It's Diesel Punk. Fantastic Journey. Yeah, I thought she was in Fantastic Journey. She was in one of those. Somebody Google it or IMDb it. I haven't seen that movie in years. I think I've got it on my Netflix queue, and I still haven't gotten around to watching it again in 25 years. How old are you, Doc? No. Shh. Just let it happen. Go to sleep. Use our number 2 pen. Quickly fill in our dead frog. No, sorry, Martian floating at the top of the picture. So far, looking like that. We can give you a bit of a close up this way. And, stop moving it, Doc. Jeez, you're such a jerk. Oh, hey, look at that. I'm almost lined up straight. So there we go. Anyway, Dead Martian, Raquel Welch. It's coming along. Fantastic Voyages, that's right. Fantastic Voyage. It's true. It's totally true. I'm scared of white corpuscles because of that. But at the same time, vaguely turned on because of the way that they latched themselves on to Raquel Welch's breasts. All right, we have to draw another Martian now. Getting speared by Lady Doyle's spear gun because she's a badass. Oh yeah, hey, feel pretty good about that spear gun hand now. She turned out okay. Not bad for totally winging it. Gotta ink in her bubbles at some point, and by bubbles I don't mean her breasts, but bubbles. All right. What the hell is that Martian doing? In my initial sketch, he's like sort of floating underwater. There's no swimming action going on there. Maybe it's supposed to be death spasm, like speared in chest. I don't know. I'm gonna play with it. We're going to improve on whatever it was that we very roughly sketched, obviously, and then probably just turn it into a black silhouette. No, we're not going to be that cheap about it. Come on, dog. You know better than that. What time is it? It's getting close to dinner, so we'll be on for a little bit longer, and then we'll quit for the day. So this is my underwater Martian pirate. And you're like, what? Wait a minute. He's a Martian and a pirate? Well, by pirate I mean like they were attacking people at sea to steal their crap. So we're talking more like Tom Hanks in Captain Smith or whatever the hell that was called, pirate, not our matey. I'm a pirate, and it's talk like a pirate day pirate. So yes, he's a Martian and a pirate. Okay, go with it, diesel punk. But so what does that mean? Is he wearing waders or what's he wearing? Something stripy, right? Is he a French? Fuck, maybe you can tell me. Is he French? Hmm. We'll give him a tank top. He's got kind of sexy wide shoulders, man. I might have to resurrect this particular Martian in another episode, make him a hero character or something, because he's obviously got movie sex appeal. Does he have cutoffs? Maybe it's like wearing like Incredible Hulk torn pants. Should he have? I guess I gotta give my Martian flippers, huh? That's a weird band name, Martian Flippers. Ladies and gentlemen, Martian Flippers. The Martian Flippers are gonna be correct. They will just have 3 ridges, unlike our human flippers, which I gave 4 because diesel punk. He's looking like a thing, right? I grunt? What do you mean grunt? I'm grunting? I'm like, I'm a good artist. I don't even know what that means. What is the song doing over here, Doc? He's like, hi, no, I didn't want you to spear me in the chest. I was just waving because I'm swimming underwater because Martian diesel punk. Yes, I guess I was gonna give him a gun. Do Martian laser guns fire underwater? Excuse me, ray guns, because this is diesel punk. Do Martian ray guns fire underwater? Kane, if you're watching, clear this up for me. Wait. Yes, fandom. Fandom. The hit single, Martian Flippers, their hit single is oh no. Don't put me on the spot. Damn it. Does he have a hook hand? What's going on? Learn how to draw, dog. Yeah. Excuse me. Okay. He's getting. Okay, there's his hand. There's his gun. He's like, I was gonna shoot you, but you totally speared me in the chest. Damn. Damn, girl. There's no way to treat a Martian. A diesel punk, three-flippered Martian. Martian flippers. Yeah, that's right. I was supposed to think about it. Make grunty sex noises. Splooge. But that's the sound that the spear gun makes when it hits a Martian in the chest. Splooge. Right? Damn. Totally speared me in the chest. You suck. I don't know. Sometimes you just have to go with the comic booky action, explosion-y art stuff to communicate things. There's just no way around it. Sometimes you just have to go for cliche. Jetsons flying by on their underwater sea toy. It needs a squid, like random squid, just because they're underwater. Just draw a squid. Yeah, that's an idea. You need actually. Why not? I mean, when you draw like island, you draw. It's like you draw mountains and trees, and look, it's Hawaii, and you can tell it's the beach because there's several birds in the air, just like in a Ray Harryhausen film. So yeah, I should totally draw a shark, right? I'll draw a shark. I don't know about a squid, because that might be tough, but I think I should draw a shark. Do I have room? Where's my... See, I was originally going to have like another Martian over here being shot by Mr. Mask, but I kind of wish I'd gone with my original sketch too, because he looks more motorcycle-y here. He's like, ugh. It's down low, and kind of just made him like totally chill driving through. But yeah, I should do a shark up here, right? Now I gotta find a shark. Or do I? Maybe I just made a Mazo silhouette shark without even referencing it. It's a red snapper with sharp teeth. He's so mean. He's got a bone in his mouth. He's just swimming along randomly, like ah.
Right. There we go.
I don't think so. I think I'm just gonna stick with the silhouette in the background. I know. Way to cheap out, though. Pretty cheap, Conehead. Go back to our seaweedy plants here. Should make Mr. Mask like grabbing a handful of kale as he rides through because he wants to be healthy. He's all 21st century. Gonna eat kale. Damn, Mr. Mask. Not only are you badass with a samurai sword and several other weapons and accoutrements, but also you are a healthy mofo. You eat kale. Exactly. Kale is good. It is good. Ever had kale chips? They're badass. They taste good. You draw some. Oh man, just, totally speared in the chest. Just sucks to be that Martian. Totally speared in the chest, dude. How could you do that to me? Spear me in the chest before I can kill you first. It's rough. That's totes rough. Oh, I don't even say totes. What? Oh my god. Alright, so I got some of that down. And then we're going to go back to our original reference material to draw our other escaping Scooby-Doo, scuba diving. Good one, Jaggy! Yeah, so we're going to draw our other members of Lady Doyle's crew who are in their scuba gear and escaping from the Martian attack. No bubbles from the butt. That would be inappropriate. This is a children's strip. No, it's not, but still. Actually, if it was a children's strip, I know I would draw bubbles coming from his butt. That is not what's happening. This is not a modern Beavis and Butthead version of a Dr. Seuss story turned into a film with current Hollywood standards by having fart jokes. This is serious diesel punk action. No farting allowed. I put the pens down for a reason to pencil in my scuba diving dudes. All right, where are we at here? We're gonna move our sketch out of the way so that we can see that I have been indeed working and creating and making a complete page here, and I'm almost done, ish. But turn the page.
I wonder if should I? Wow, I might need a longer extension cord.
I don't know. Methane punk. Bubble biter. Let's see. So, time to draw random scuba guys. Ooh, you know what? I'm gonna add the piece that Jen showed me by just having it like be this really weird scuba gear thing going on. Like a totally huge mouthpiece. I like that. We're going with that. Thanks, Jen. I'm drawing my ears. And he's 40s, so his hair isn't long, like some people I know. So yeah, let's see. Get that shoulder blade back there, and then finally work on his arm. Put his chest in silhouette because silhouettes make drawing easy. You just use lots of black ink and not actually have to draw things. That's awesome. His airline back to his huge ass tank. Let's see. Apparently, I never sketched. Well, I sort of sketched his tank. Methane punk. Drawing is hard. I don't recommend it unless you like really enjoy it. Right now, I'm just trying to draw an arm, and I don't like how it's looking, and I'm gonna whine about it. Right, so, random dudes in totally James Bondy fashion have their own spear guns, because everybody is like, we're getting in the water. Get your spear guns. Go into action. 007, do you have your spear gun? Check. Time for water action. Don't forget the bubbles. None from the butt, no bubble biting. Wade, I'm looking at you. So, apparently he has, this guy's, why am I looking at him? This guy has only one arm and one leg. He's totally useless to me. I need complete human beings who are scuba diving. So that means figuring out where the other leg is. And then realizing you kind of screwed yourself because you've already drawn other things in the way. Okay, and this is a human, and it's Decipunk, so I'm giving him 4 ridges on his flippers. So I'm a rebel. I'm a rebel, Dottie. I'm a loner. What's the other arm doing on most of these guys? It's just like, I don't have another arm. I just spear gun. Spear gun. Spear gun's a good band name. It's a pretty metal name. Spear gun. Oh, wait. Martian Flippers. Martian Flippers' first single is Spear Gun. Right now, I believe Cream is on in the background. Before that, I think it was Hendrix. I just got it on my Pandora station. Mike must be pretty good, though. I mean, it seems to be picking all this up. Crap. I'm back. And we're back. Back to James Bond underwater action in the 1940s. These guys they're not actually not escaping from the boat, they're just going down to get some kale. They're like, yeah, hot kale action. We want to be healthy and taste fulfilled. Bubbles. Bubbles. These bubbles. You know what, though? This Martian's getting speared in the chest. So he can let one out, right? I mean, it's okay for the Martian to, like, totally let slip a bit of underwater gasage because he's been speared in the chest. I mean, I mean, if you're going to have a reason to fart underwater, it's because you just took a spear to the chest, right? That's allowable. Nightwish. Woo! And Kanye West. I don't even know what to do about that. The now I got to come up with an album title too. Jesus. Will my work never end? All right. So Martian Flipper with their first single, Spear Gun. Their album is Water Pistol. It's totally Water Pistol. Huh. Okay, so I've made a mark here that I'm not happy about. That is a mistake.
Right over near her elbow, you can see one tiny little mark that I accidentally made with a pen. There's several options open to me, one of them being whiteout or white ink. On another, just using a razor blade to shave just the tiniest little piece off the surface of the board. And pickety bam! No more white or black mark on my art. No siree, Bob. I know what you're thinking, Doc, leave Bob out of this. He can do anything to you. But I'm sorry, Bob's on. I hate it when Martians crop dust all the way down. That's awesome. Thank you, Wade. Wow. Well, horizontal. Yeah, I like a double page spread. Wade was saying that he likes a good horizontal page. I like a double page spread too. This is not. This is webcomic. I'm bouncing back and forth between drawing Warbirds of Mars, the comic book, and Warbirds of Mars, the webcomic, and the webcomic is set up for your screen, and it's also based on old 1930s and 40s Sunday strips and daily strips. But when you want to do a full, wide, double-page spread, it's huge like that. And that takes a lot of time. This was like 40 hours worth of work. So, you know, when you want to do that sort of thing, you gotta really put some elbow grease into it, mother trucker. I wouldn't say that. I mean, I will take the webcomics and eventually print them. I mean, that's always been what I've done before, but it's still in, you know, as you guys may have seen in the past, Warbirds of Mars is my webcomic, warbirdsofmars.com. And when I've finished enough strips for the website, I then print the book like so. And there's your physical form of what this will eventually look like. But yeah. So for those of you who might have recently joined in, yes, I'm working on my dieselpunk webcomic, Warbirds of Mars, which you can check out at warbirdsofmars.com, and read the previous 49 or 50 strips that lead up to this moment where Mr. Mask is escaping the sinking tramp steamer by using an underwater jet ski, while scuba divers use spear guns to spear Martians in the chest. And Lady Doyle looks like Raquel Welch because diesel punk. Yeah, I'm with you. So yeah, now we're gonna draw the action line from Lady Doyle's spear gun right into the waiting chest of our dying Martian. He's like, "Oh, you totally speared me in the chest. Dang, girl. That's hardcore." That's right, it is hardcore. I think spear guns make a lot of bubbles when they fire, is that right? Should I just draw a bunch of bubbles coming from Lady Doyle's gun? Help me out, Wade. You've watched James Bond movies. Oh, totally speared in the chest. So rough. It's hard being a Martian in a human world, just trying to kill humans, and damn, spear gun to the chest. Ladies and gentlemen, Martian Flipper on the stage. I'm gonna draw my, what do you call it? Draw my odd wife beater tank top thing going on my speared in the chest Martian, because Diesel Punk. That's my new catchphrase. I'm going with catchphrases now. Because Diesel Punk. You don't understand my genre. You don't know. Why'd you spear me in the chest? Isn't this what you... This is like, you know, how you picture comic book artists, right? We talk out loud just like 5-year-olds as we doodle. The hell? Sound like a toddler. What are you doing? Drawing, dude. Ah. Stop picking on me, Diesel Punk. Alright, so Wade has looked up pneumatic spear guns, and they make bubbles. So, oh yeah, so it's air powered, right? Okay, yeah. So, bubbles. Thank you, Wade. Bubbles everywhere. I'm gonna draw bubbles at both ends because I don't know any better, and I'm just totally going with it. And it looks badass, right? It's just bam, action, bubbles, underwater bubbles, sploosh. Sploosh can totally mean something else, but whatever. It's action. It's Diesel Punk. Don't judge me. So it's air bubbled like a Chuck E. Cheese robot. I didn't know those were air powered. I guess that makes sense. Where was I recently where somebody was actually checking out that video game where you are hunted by, what do you call it, where you're hunted by Chuck E. Cheese robots. Oh, spear gun in the chest. How many times is Doc gonna say that out loud like 5-year-old? I'm just gonna draw like as much random shapes that look semi-organic as I can to make it look like action is happening and he's bleeding and shot and bubbles are rising. And as artist, I'm an artist. Don't question me. I know what I'm doing. I'm a professional. All right, so now our Martian is getting. Yeah, it's still cam. Give me a Cambot. Give me a still story of that, will you? Random Mystery Science Theater reference. Still got it. All right, so now we've got our speared out Martian with his pneumatic, with her pneumatic air gun, and our dead Chuck E. Cheese guy. Wow, that got out of hand quickly, Wade. Moved all the way from wine to. Did you say diamond necklace? Okay, well, I guess I was thinking of pearl necklace, so I'm the one who got out of hand. My bad. Oh yeah, yeah. I love the air valve sound of the robots in dark rides. It's totally true. I love that. Too bad I haven't been in a cool dark ride outside of Disneyland in 10 years. The last ones that I actually spent tickets on at the state fair all sucked. Whatever happened to them? Like a good old fashioned mobile dark ride. I wonder if there's like somebody out there's got to be like dudes out there who know like which like mobile dark rides that appear at fairs are like worth spending money on, and the ones that suck, which are like almost all of them. Like the Funhouse one, that's totally worth spending your tickets on. There's at least one or two Funhouses at the fair that I'm always like, hey, that was actually kind of cool. That was worth my time, my well earned tickets. But I haven't been on a dark ride in a while at the state at like a fair or anything that didn't suck. And I figured there's like got to be some sort of online forum for that, right? This particular one, it's like like the research that Tom Hanks as a kid had to do, or no, as Tom Hanks had to do to find out where the Zoltar was going to be, so that he could make his wish again and not be Fig anymore. It's got to be somebody out there that does that, right? But does it on a review basis to tell you whether or not the dark ride sucks and where it's going to be. It's like it will be in at the Montana State Fair this year. Be sure to ride it. It has awesome pneumatic air-powered monsters in an awesome dark ride atmosphere, unlike some of those other ones that just go psst and go back into place, right? I don't know where if you collect. There's so Wade just said he knows a guy that collects dark rides. Which, dude, where the hell do you keep those? You have like a 50-acre lot in the middle of nowhere and you just collect dark rides. There's a guy down the street who's got like his whole front yard is all sorts of like he's got a giant lumberjack from an old uh, like franchise, like a McDonald's type franchise, but apparently they had lumberjacks instead of a big boy. Crap like that. That's just awesome. But I mean, it's all packed into a front yard in Phoenix. So I figure if you get some real room, yeah, you could collect dark rides. So I keep inking. I'm like finishing up my Martian dude instead of working on my other scuba dude, my escaping scuba dudes. Spear gun to the chest. That's why. I just want to be able to say spear gun to the chest over and over again. Yeah, but okay, so you're not friends with the guy, but have you been on his lot? I mean, have you seen his collection of dark rides? I mean, what's the point of collecting them if you're not eventually going to, from time to time, like invite over random people and say, dude, ride my dark rides? And that's not even a euphemism. I think I'm making that head like, yeah, we need to totally angle Scuba Guy's head differently here. Alright, that's better. Shh. Artist concentrating. Dead air. Not good broadcasting. Well done. Just gonna draw this guy's hair. You know, because it's underwater. Diesel punk. Doing funky things. Okay, so
shoulder, Kampf, shoulder, Knies, Fuß, Knies, Fuß. That's German, kids. I know a little German. He's sitting right over there. So okay, so Wade says he did get a tour of Mr. Darkbride's house. Were any of them working? Like you could take a ride through a dark ride? Or are they all just like collected because they're defunct and no longer working? And he's just like kind of an amateur historian that like keeps this crap that otherwise would have been sold to scrap. Ooh, sexy leg. Where am I going with this? Wow. I had this planned out better in the sketch, and then my sketch got totally overridden by my hand erasing crap as I dragged the pencil off of the page, apparently. But yeah, once upon a time I had this planned out. I had skills. Just parts. Oh, okay. So like we're not talking like full truckload, like a full truck sitting on somebody's lot. Top secret. Did I quote top? Oh yes, I did quote top secret. Well done, Wade. Is that Wade? Yeah, it was Wade. Martian flippers. Underwater. Swimming frantically away from killer Martians underwater because diesel punk. Yeah, so I had to erase a whole arm that I'd already badly sketched out because I have to leave room for this jerk's friggin' leg as he swims around underwater. God, what an asshole. Freaking hogs my whole page with his freaking swimming gear. Diesel punk. Alright, I'm gonna cheap out, and we're just gonna have two guys here. I originally sketched three, but I'm just not happy with how my scuba men are turning out. And the important part is done. I mean, you know, I don't know which antique store Mr. Mask bought this particular wind-up toy at with the squirt gun on the front, but that is an underwater jet ski from 1949. Don't question it because I'm the artist, and this is diesel punk. All right, it's 6:15 my time, so I'm gonna wind this up for the night, for the day, whatever. But hey, thanks for checking things out. Check out warbirdsofmars.com to see more. Appreciate your time. Thank you.